Hey there, bees. Welcome to Killer Queen Flight School, your resource for all things Killer Queen, getting you off the ground and into an arcade to play the greatest game ever made. Now that you've gotten through the how to play video, because I know you've all watched the how to play video, right? It's right here. You should check it out. We're going to be getting down to the nitty-gritty of Killer Queen in the KQ Basics video series. For episode 1, we're going to be talking specifically about drones, berries, and the great goddess Snail herself. Good drone play is the bread and butter of any solid team. They put on the pressure by advancing objectives and forcing the other team to play more defensive as berries get put in the hive or the snail advances towards the goal. In this video, we're going to be breaking down a couple ways you can improve your skills as a drone. I do want to say one thing though before we begin. It can't be stressed enough that the best piece of advice that I can give to really any KQ player is to have a grasp of the mechanics of the game. For drones, being able to jump the platforms as quickly as possible or change your path on the fly is going to result in better play, no matter how knowledgeable you are about the game. It'll also be helpful to note that the jumping mechanics of Killer Queen are the same as Super Mario, so you can jump farther by getting a running start, and you can jump higher by holding the button down longer. Alright, mechanics aside, the drones in your team are going to be focusing their efforts on either getting berries into the hive or advancing the snail. Let's talk about those delicious berries first. This objective is pretty straightforward. You grab a berry, and then you put it in the hole. Hold on, am I reading that right? That's it? God, this game's easy. Alright, let's wrap up this video. Nice and done. But wait, now there's a warrior all up in your hive, and they're all like, no berries allowed. The warrior guarding you from getting your berries into the hive, they're normally called a ledge guard, and they're going to make things pretty difficult for you. For the most part, you've basically got two options here. The first is to play a game of cat and mouse, and try juking them into making a wrong move so that you can get past them and put a berry into your hive. You'll want to either jump on the very edge of the platform as you approach, giving you the leverage you'll need to jump again onto their head, or duck under them. The other option here is to fake a jump to this edge and strafe back to the platform that you jumped from, hopefully putting the warrior in a tough spot as they drop to defend. With these two moves, you'll be slyly sneaking into your own hive in no time. The second way to deal with pesky warriors? Call it out. Communication is key in this game, and letting your queen or warriors know that your hive is being defended is going to give you the air support you need to get those berries in. The last piece of advice that I can give to berry runners is to know exactly where you're going as you leave the hive. Getting berries in the hive is going to be most effective when it's done fast, putting the opposing team on their heels. Alright, now it's time to talk about the snail. Riding the snail is a pretty straightforward way to win the game. You hop on, and you hold the joystick towards your goal. What? How is that all there is? Dude, we made an entire YouTube channel dedicated to strategy for this game, and all you do is hold left. There's more? Alright, much to my surprise, it seems that there's a little more to talk about. When riding the snail, it's always good to adhere to the buddy system. Drones are most vulnerable when they're riding the snail. You're in a dangerous part of the map, and everyone's got their eye on you when you're saddled up. That's why it can be helpful to have a warrior hanging around to protect you from precarious situations. After a few games, you'll probably notice that drones can sacrifice themselves to the snail to slow down progress. This is called feeding or sacking. You'll also notice that a drone being eaten can be saved by a teammate when the snail rider is killed by a warrior or queen. You can use this knowledge to your advantage. Try working in tandem with your buddy to hop off the snail whenever an enemy drone approaches in an attempt to sack themselves. With a little practice, you can hop off the moment they get too close, and you'll instantly switch from riding to sacking yourself. Then your warrior buddy can come and save the day as you both continue pushing that snail to victory. These are just a few tips to get your drone game to the next level. If you have any other drone tips or suggestions, let us know in the comments below and we'll try to add it to the next video. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Killer Queen content every week. Thanks a ton for tuning in to Killer Queen Flight School, and I'll see you on the cabs.